Hi everyone! Just so you know, you can support the Comicstorian channel and our stream endeavor, Eligible Monster, by going to G Fuel and using the checkout code COMICS. You will get 10% on your G Fuel because we're their first comic book streamer / Final Fantasy XIV player. No one else does the combo we do that they want to sponsor. So you too can get 10% off your G Fuel order. And if we get enough sales through G Fuel, they will make a shaker with my face on it and then a flavor. I told them that I would like the flavor to be nerd, sweat, tears, and blood, and they said, how about something fruit punch? So we'll see what happens. That's basically how that's gonna be. But if you're watching this, you probably looked at the title of the video, and the title of this video said, "Where are the Avengers in Spider-Man Far From Home?" Now, we're gonna do a couple legit things real quick. First off, where are the Avengers in Spider-Man Far From Home? Very easy answer. You can't have all of them guest starring in the movie. Simple fix there. So we give an excuse for each and every one of them. In the comic book universe, the reason we don't have the crossover stuff happening is because why would you buy other comic books if it's just gonna have crossovers 24/7? So in comic book world, we always come up with a lame excuse as to why no one is available to join them for these adventures. Something along the lines of, hey, Batman's entire city of Gotham is burning down, and Superman isn't gonna help because that is Batman's turf. Something along those lines. So, I'm just throwing that out there now before everyone goes, Benny, you know how this works, they don't do crossovers and stuff like that. But isn't it fun to talk speculation in general? Yeah, that's what we're gonna do today. And we're gonna talk about where are the Avengers in Far From Home. So, Whiteboard! I missed you, Whiteboard. It's been like 2 weeks. You're not sassy like the other Whiteboard. You're the better Whiteboard. All right, so kick it off at the top. In Far From Home, they reference well, actually, we're gonna take it from the very, very top. Real quick, tons of spoilers for Far From Home are gonna be mentioned in this video because I have to discuss the end credits scene. Now, the end credits scene, right off the bat, establishes that Nick Fury was not on the ground, and neither was Maria Hill. It was actually our Skrull buddies from the Captain Marvel movie. So right off the bat, we already know Nick Fury's there. And he says, where are you, Nick Fury, when he calls Nick Fury at the end of the movie, because people are asking where the Avengers are, and I can't give a reason behind that. So right off the bat, we know the legit in-continuity excuse as to why the Avengers were never called upon for this supposedly world-ending event that Spider-Man was going to fight against, because he didn't actually have their phone number. He didn't know how to contact them, okay? So there was no prep work. He was not able to call them and go, hey, this is gonna happen in 24 hours. Let's get out Falcon, Winter Soldier, and all these guys, because he didn't have their numbers, and he couldn't really get a hold of Nick Fury, it sounds like. Plus, he had Mysterio. Mysterio in the movie is portrayed as a hero for the first half of the movie. So when you've got Mysterio, who's seemingly able to defeat these things, and you've got Spider-Man, you don't need to call on them. So he's not calling Nick Fury early. He's not going, hey, I don't know where they're at. Can you do me a favor and give me the number to Falcon? So right off the bat, that's the in-continuity reason. He also drops the exact reasoning for 3 of our favorite superheroes, 3 of them right off the bat. And those superheroes are Thor. Oh, this is a new marker. Cat Marvel. There we go. And Doc. These 3 are important as to why they named these particular 3. Because Thor can instantly teleport with lightning. Crack, 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 boom. Like there. I felt like I couldn't like half do that, guys. I had to give you a proper one. So Thor can teleport. So they say right off the bat, Thor's off world. Bam, can't get a hold of him. Captain Marvel, she can go like lightning fast. That's her going super fast, okay? Because she can go super fast, she can easily arrive within, because they're typically given 24 hours notice, this person could easily be there the moment it actually arrives. So she's, they don't actually give a reason, but they say do not invoke her name. It's a safe assumption she's off world though. And then they say Doc Strange is, did I misspell Strange? I think I did. Yeah, no, that's not how you spell Strange, but we'll go with it. Oh wait, is it? Maybe? I don't know. It's, well, whatever. Spelling's not exactly my forte. Neither is making it look legible. So right off the bat, we have Doctor Strange. Now, Doctor Strange can easily portal people in, but obviously we can't, he's got to be unavailable. So there's an offhanded remark midway through the movie where they state, the fake Nick Fury states, that Thor's off-world, Doctor Strange is currently preoccupied, which is very viable knowing who Doctor Strange is, and we do not invoke the name of Captain Marvel, but we can assume she's off-world. So these 3 individuals are the ones that could have gotten here instantaneously. So right off the bat, they're out of there. Our classics, Iron Man, he's gone. Man, okay, and then he's like, and then we'll have like a skull and crossbones thing. He's just dead. That doesn't look anything like a skull and crossbones, but you get what I'm going for. Cap America. He's old. America, old. That's important to know. He's old. Okay, so he can't, like when you're old, you don't fight like Molten Man and you don't fight like Hydra Man. You're old. That's what that is. And Black Widow, R.I.P. Done. Okay, so she's dead also. So they're already off the rocker. So we've already gotten rid of 6 potential Avengers to come and save the day, haven't we? Cool. So what that means is we are now left with Falcon, Winter Soldier, we'll just WS for him. We are left with Scarlet Witch, SW for her, or Star Wars, whatever you want to look at, SW for her. Vision's dead, so we'll put him down here in the dead roster. Boom, he went boom. Yeah, we'll just boom, okay. So he's dead. So Scarlet Witch, Winter Soldier, Falcon, they're still alive. They're already off world, so they're gone. Guardians of the Galaxy? It's a safe assumption they're off world right now. So, but we have Guardians of the Galaxy, Ant-Man, we have Ant-Man, Amena, and Wasp. Cool. There you go. Okay, Ant-Man and Wasp. Black Panther. Those are, I would say, at least the most recognizable, you know, and we're not, and you know what, we'll just say Netflix heroes. We'll just say no. Just no, okay, huh? Well, Hulk, right, yeah, our camera guys help me out with Hulk. Okay, Hulk guy. All right, so these are our Avengers in general who are available at this point. First off, easy excuse. The movie takes place in Europe. Now this is taking place they're a little undisclosed in the exact timeline, but it's I want to say it's between it's like a month to 6 months. It's immediately after Endgame, but it's not so far out that all of these people would be resolved. Okay, so right off the bat, Falcon and Winter Soldier, they're going into a TV show. So it's a safe assumption they're working on that. The actors, which is why they're unavailable, but in continuity-wise, he just got the shield, and he doesn't know what's going on. He just lost his best friend. So it makes sense that they're not exactly easily reachable, okay? So these two are just kind of dealing with the revelations that came out of a dead Captain America being how good of friends they are with him. Scarlet Witch also has a show. She's going off to learn how hex magic works. And she just lost Vision. So these 3 right here, grieving. Easy to say they're grieving. They're unavailable at the moment because they are grieving right now. And once again, our fake Nick Fury doesn't have a actual line to call them. So what I'm getting at now is since he can't call them ahead of time, the only person he seems to be able to get of is Spider-Man. And this is in Europe. These 3 are not only grieving, but they would not be able to arrive in a hurry unless they're grieving in Italy. Okay, like that's or Prague or any of these locations. They would have to be grieving in the appropriate city. These are not teleporting superheroes. These are superheroes that are just powerful or they're able to do their jobs well, but they would need the Quinjet, they would need plenty of notice, they would have to get up there. Using that same logic, Black Panther's unavailable. The assumption is he came back. 5 years gone, the kingdom is all kinds of turmoil, and we'll probably see it in his movie. But let's assume he's not available. So unless you call him with 24 hours notice, he ain't getting on the Black Panther jet and flying over. It's a 10-hour flight from South Africa to Italy. 10 hours or so, we looked it up. So even if we go with the Black Panther Wakandan technology, and we'll put that into a 4th, it's still gonna take the guy at least 2 hours to get from Wakanda to Italy. Most of these actual battles that hit the news, they were over within 10 minutes. So Black Panther is going to be unavailable and no one can give the guy a call. Unavailable due to his own situation. That leaves us with the Guardians of the Galaxy, Ant-Man and Wasp, Hulk, and I think I wrote Hawkeye. We'll go with that. Hawkeye, we'll just right off the bat. I mean, this dude didn't want anything to do with the Avengers to begin with. So what's he probably going to do now? Go spend time with his family. He's 100% unreachable. And once again, by the time the news reaches where he's at, the event's pretty much over. He's not going to go from the farm to Italy instantaneously. And the person that could have done that, Doctor Strange, is unavailable. So Hawkeye's out of the question. Hulk's interesting because in movie continuity, we don't fully know what actually happened to him. Hulk is very easy to explain though, because the Russo brothers said after the movie came out that the Hulk's arm's damage was permanent. So he's definitely nursing this issue. He's unavailable because he's Professor Hulk, so he's not even the strongest he can be, and he's got an injured arm, so he's dealing with that. So Hulk, unavailable. That leaves us with the Guardians and Ant-Man and a Wasp. So, The Guardians, obviously, they're with Thor. If Thor's unavailable because he's off-world, duh, so are the Guardians. Guardians out of there. So that leaves us with the only potential superheroes that could have helped Peter Parker based upon what I have gone through, Ant-Man and the Wasp. Only ones that could have done it. Now, so what I want to see is they were actually there hanging out in Italy because they used the quantum realm to warp across the planet. That's all I'm going to go with. But Dan brought up a good point. They were probably just doing quantum realm research this whole time. So they're probably shrunken down and gone. So a safe assumption once again, they're not in the picture. So where are the Avengers? Dead? Completely unavailable to get there? Taken off the board because they're the only ones that could possibly actually get there. So that kind of answers our question there, doesn't it? It's rather self-explanatory. I'm getting quite a few questions of why aren't the Avengers available. Now I do want to state, I did say that I believed Mysterio may have been from the multiverse, and I want to put this into the same video because Nick Fury agreed with it. I do find it funny that they pretty much answered what I said. It wasn't actually Nick Fury, so he actually fell for it. That's cool. And everyone's like, well, now the multiverse is fake. No, actually, if you think about it, the Disney Plus series is coming out with a What If series showing us the alternate universes. We also have an alternate universe Loki. The multiverse is actually a thing in its entirety. We just haven't outright said it in a position in a Marvel movie other than Mysterio trying to mess with everyone. So I'll admit I was wrong. I wanted to believe that Nick Fury was there and wouldn't be tricked. I guess in theory I was right. Nick Fury wouldn't be tricked, but you were all wrong when you thought it was the Chameleon. So why don't we all agree none of us had it guessed properly and just go with that? Is that cool? Oh, I see you all nodding and 100% agreeing, and not a single person is going to disagree and argue with me in the comments. Works for me. And that's pretty much our video. Don't forget, guys, if you want G Fuel, they are now sponsoring Comicstorian and our Twitch brand, Eligible Monster. So if you go to their website, you go buy a bunch of G Fuel, you go to the checkout code, you pop into comics, you will get 10% off your offer. I'm currently working on an actual Comicstorian commercial for it. And it's gonna be kind of cool. I'm gonna get a bunch of G Fuel and turn into the Kool-Aid Man, and I wanna do it a lot. I slam into a bunch of, I wanna get hurt, guys. And I want you to back me up with that. But anyway, if you want to support us and what we're doing right here, check that out. If you've noticed my awesome jacket here, this is because we've been streaming a whole bunch of Final Fantasy XIV on my Twitch channel, Eligible Monster. You can go check me out there playing Final Fantasy XIV. And I hope this answered your question as to where are the Avengers. I tried to give actual rationality behind this, but I'm telling you right now, one of you is going to go, hey, Benny, what about insert other character's name here? They're all, think about it, before you do that, think about this. Would they have been able to get to Europe within an hour? Because it's pretty much how much real notice the world had to what was going on. And we've already established that the Skrull did not have access to the Avengers. So that's pretty much where we're at. And then, of course, is the entire plot of the movie where, who's going to pick up the Tony Stark ideals and become the new Iron Man and pretty much lead the Avengers. But that's the whole plot of the movie. But that's whatever. We're not even deep diving into that. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to let me know in the comments down below what you think, if I was accurate on any of this or am I way off, and what superheroes I may have forgotten. And I will see you next time right here. Woo!